The little hero. In the quiet village of Willowbrook, nestled between rolling green hills and silver streams, lived a boy named Leo. He was 8 years old, small for his age, with curious brown eyes and a wild mop of hair that never quite stayed in place. Though he was tiny, Leo had the heart of a lion. Most people in Willowbrook didn't notice Leo. He wasn't loud or fast or strong like the older kids. But Leo had something very special, a deep sense of kindness and a brave spirit that waited patiently for the right moment to shine. Leo lived with his grandmother, Nanny, in a cozy little cottage covered in ivy. Nanny made the best apple pies in the village, and she always told Leo stories at bedtime, tales of knights, dragons, and brave heroes who saved the day. "You have a hero inside you too, my dear," she would say, brushing his hair back gently. "Sometimes it just takes the right moment for the world to see it." Leo always smiled when she said that. He wanted to believe her, but he couldn't imagine how someone small like him could ever be a hero. One bright morning, something strange happened. A loud rumble shook the ground. Birds flew from the trees, and a low roar echoed through the hills. The villagers came out of their homes, looking around nervously. "It came from the forest," said Mr. Hawthorne, the blacksmith, his face pale. "The animals are frightened," said Mrs. Birch, the baker's wife, holding her dog close. Leo felt a chill down his spine. The forest was just beyond the meadow, thick with trees and mystery. It was beautiful, but it also held secrets no one dared to explore. By afternoon, the mayor had made an announcement. "There's been a cave-in near the old silver mines," he said gravely, "and there are strange noises coming from the area. We must stay away from the forest until we know it's safe." Whispers flew through the crowd. Some said it was a monster. Others thought it was just an old mining tunnel collapsing. But deep inside, Leo felt something was wrong, something bigger than anyone understood. That night, Leo couldn't sleep. He lay in bed, staring at the ceiling as Nanny's words echoed in his mind. "A hero lives inside you too." He crept to the window and looked toward the forest. A faint, flickering light glowed deep among the trees. It blinked once, twice, and then vanished. The next morning, something even stranger happened. Lily, the daughter of the village healer, came running into the village square, crying. "Max is missing," she shouted. "He went into the forest looking for our cat, and he hasn't come back." Gasps rippled through the crowd. "Max was only 6. He must have wandered near the mines," said someone. "It's too dangerous. We can't go in there." But Leo wasn't listening to the crowd. He was already thinking of Max, small, kind Max who loved animals and followed butterflies. If no one helped him, what would happen? Leo felt something stir in his chest. It wasn't fear. It was courage, quiet, strong, and sure. "I'll go," Leo said, stepping forward. Everyone turned. Some stared. Some laughed. "You? Don't be silly, Leo," said Mr. Griggs, the miller. "It's no place for children," added another. But Leo didn't back down. "Max is just a little boy. If I don't go, who will?" Nanny came to his side, her eyes shining with pride and worry. She knelt down. "You're braver than you know, my boy," she whispered, pressing something into his hand. "Take this." It was a small silver whistle, shaped like a bird. "If you're in trouble, blow this. I'll hear it." Leo nodded and hugged her tight. With nothing but a small backpack, a lantern, and Nanny's whistle, Leo headed toward the forest. The trees whispered above him, their leaves dancing in the wind. The deeper he walked, the darker it became. Shadows flickered across the path, and strange sounds echoed all around. But Leo didn't stop. He called out softly, "Max! Max, can you hear me?" No answer, just the rustle of leaves and the creak of old branches. Then he heard it, a faint meow, followed by a soft whimper. "Max!" Leo cried, running toward the sound. He found Max near a hollow tree, curled up with his cat in his arms. His clothes were torn, and he was shivering. "Lau," Max whispered. "Is it really you?" Leo smiled and knelt beside him. "Come on, let's get you home." But just as they turned, the ground rumbled again. A large crack split the earth behind them, and a deep growl echoed from the shadows. Out from the dark came a creature unlike anything Leo had ever seen. It was massive, with glowing eyes and a body of twisted roots and stones. It wasn't a monster. It was something ancient and wounded. The forest itself had come alive. Leo stood protectively in front of Max. His legs shook, but he didn't run. "I don't want to hurt you," he said, his voice steady. "But I won't let you hurt us either." The creature paused. Its eyes blinked slowly, as if surprised. Then Leo noticed something. One of its legs was caught in a steel trap, left long ago by miners. "You're in pain," Leo whispered. "That's why you're angry." Very slowly, he stepped forward. The creature growled, but didn't strike. Leo reached into his bag and pulled out a soft cloth and a small bottle of herbal salve Nanny always used for wounds. He moved carefully, gently releasing the trap and applying the salve. The creature shuddered. Then it let out a low, peaceful hum. Its eyes softened. Leo smiled. "There, better now." The creature looked at him for a long moment, then nodded. It turned and slowly melted back into the forest, disappearing into the shadows. Leo turned to Max and helped him up. "Come on," he said. "Let's go home."